Our top stories: passenger ships capacity raised to 70%. President Duterte inaugurates Puerto Princesa port expansion. Removing slime from ships cuts emissions, study shows. Image power to release cruise simulation game. Welcome to Marino World Weekend. I am Lynn Bacani. Passenger ships are now allowed up to 70% capacity. According to the Maritime Industry Authority or Marina Advisory Number 2021-57, beginning November 4, 2021, the 70% increase in passenger capacity is allowed, provided that all the necessary safety protocols are implemented. Among the protocols are mandatory wearing of face mask and face shield, prohibition of passengers from talking and taking unnecessary phone calls, banning of food for Category 2 ships or those with less than 4 hours travel time, social distancing at all times, especially in common areas such as canteen, lounge, open deck, and the likes, prohibition of mass gathering on board, installation of appropriate and sufficient ventilation system to reduce the risk of virus circulation within enclosed accommodations or spaces, disinfection of common areas as well as toilets after disembarkation of passengers, and maintaining 1 meter distance apart while the passengers are queuing during boarding and disembarkation. President Rodrigo Duterte has led the inauguration of the Philippine Ports Authority or PPA Seaport Expansion Project at the Puerto Princesa Port in Palawan. The President was joined by Senator Bongo, Executive Secretary Salvador Medjaldea, Transportation Secretary Arthur Togade, PPA General Manager J. Daniel Santiago, and Palawan Governor Jose Alvarez in the inauguration of the port's new additional backup area. The expansion of the Puerto Princesa port forms part of the 472 commercial and social tourism projects accomplished by the DOTR and the PPA across the country since 2016. It serves as Palawan's primary maritime gateway for commerce, trade, and tourism. In the past 5 years, Puerto Princesa Port underwent several expansions and improvements to address the needs of its users.
We welcome this infrastructure development as we continue to overcome and recover from the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on our economy. I commend the Department of Transportation and the Philippine Ports Authority for the completion of this port expansion project. It is indeed a significant milestone under our Build program. I am excited to see the outcome of this new infrastructure, which is envisioned to boost growth in Palawan and its nearby areas. This development is expected to accommodate increase vessel traffic, facilitate efficient handling of cargo, and enhance the port's productivity. Also, this will help boost the main gateway port of the island and reinforce its role in expanding transportation, connectivity, enhancing economic and tourism activities in the province as well as in other parts of the country.
Meanwhile, in the same event, President Duterte also read the proclamation for the commissioning of the Philippine Coast Guard, or PCG's newest aerial asset, the multi-role fixed-wing aircraft Cessna Caravan 2081. He also unveiled the station marker of the PCG Kalayaan, which is equipped with facilities that will help sustain the living conditions of the personnel deployed in the island who are securing the country's maritime borders. This will also boost the PCG's monitoring capabilities in support of the whole of government efforts in the West Philippine Sea, as it will serve as the operations headquarters in the area. Up next, removing slime from ships cuts emissions, study shows. Image power to release cruise simulation game.
What if I tell you that KSIM Connect has become a reality? It is the cloud-based ecosystem for maritime education and training, where Kongsberg provides simulation and services to all members. As an instructor, my main goal is to educate and train seafarers to acquire skills promoting safety, sustainability, and efficiency at sea. At KSIM Connect, I can efficiently manage my simulators, my exercises, and my students. In the exercise archive, I can store my library of exercises, and if I want, collaborate and share them with my colleagues or others in the global community. KSIM Connect enables me to give students access to cloud simulation, so they can train anytime and anywhere while learning at their own pace. In addition, I can explore the library of models and exercise areas, download or subscribe those that fit the learning objectives. And I can even order spare parts or a service visit if needed. Kongsberg has started to create the future of maritime education and training by creating the community where instructors can find news, explore and download available simulator models, distribute or share exercises that fit the curriculum. Imagine using KSIM Connect to integrate our simulators in the same virtual exercise environment, enabling students to train and interact together. It doesn't matter whether you're in Singapore, Australia, or in the United States. As long as you're online, you are part of the knowledge-sharing community. Kongsberg is shaping the future of maritime education and training by creating the community. Let's continue building this community together for the benefit of ourselves and the entire maritime training industry. Join KSIM Connect today.
Ship's hulls free from just a thin layer of slime can reduce a ship's greenhouse gas emissions by up to 25%. This is the preliminary findings of the study on the impact of ships' biofouling on greenhouse gas emissions, presented at a hybrid official side event on managing biofouling led by BIMCO during the United Nations Climate Change Conference, or COP26, in November 4. The study reveals that layer of slime as thin as 0.5 millimeters, covering up to 50% of a hull surface, can trigger an increase of GHG emissions in the range of 20 to 25%, depending on ship characteristics, speed, and other prevailing conditions. Biofouling is the buildup of microorganisms, plants, algae, or small animals on surfaces. More severe biofouling conditions can lead to higher emissions, showing the importance of good biofouling management. The report on the preliminary results of the study on the impact of ships' biofouling on greenhouse gas emissions was launched by the Global Industry Alliance, GIA, for Marine Biosafety, a group of leading companies that have joined forces to develop solutions and address barriers to improve biofouling management. Game developer Image Power has announced a new simulation game called Cruise Ship Manager. The game is in the development stage and is set to be released in the second half of 2022. A video trailer was issued on how the game should look once the Cruise Ship Manager game is ready for release. The unique management game takes cruises to a next level where players can choose their cruise ship to be built, make sure everything runs smoothly, set the prices for the passengers, and become a legend of the high seas. Players can choose the layout of the ship, pick their crew wisely, search for passengers to invite onto the ship, and create cruise itineraries. Image Power has set a $250,000 budget for the game Cruise Ship Manager. Thank you for watching Marine World Weekend. Stay tuned on Marine World Online for more maritime news and views. I am Lynn Bacani. Stay safe.